Hello, my friend. Allow me introduce myself. My name is Farid Ramadhan. I am from the Electrical Engineering Department, Prodi Instrumentations, third semester evening class A. This time, I will present a journal entitled LabVIEW Best Practicum Kit for Strike Motion and Coefficient of Frictions by Farid Ramadhan. Okay, this time and introductions is topic free fall motions. Free fall motion is a strike motion in one dimension due to the force of gravity with an acceleration of the same magnitude, namely the acceleration of Earth's gravity, which is given the symbol G. An example of free fall is the fall of an apple from a tree to the earth, which was also the beginning of Sir Isaac Newton's discovery of the Earth's gravitational force. An apple that falls from this tree will fall freely to the earth, only influenced by the height from which it falls, and also the Earth's gravity. This motion is included in the rectilinear motion changing uniformly or GLBB. And then definition of that view is a is a graphics-based programming language that uses icons instead of the text to create applications. In contrast to the base programming language, where instructions determine program executions, LabVIEW use data flow programming, where the data flow determines executions. The display in LabVIEW simulates the instrument virtually. Next, instructions of the sensor and microcontroller. To monitor data using an infrared sensor or commonly called an obstacle sensor, which will be tested in a freefall experiment and using the Arduino Uno microcontroller as a means of transportation from Arduino to LabVIEW. Sensor, obstacle sensor are, are sensors that functions to detect obstacles or objects in front of them. Microcontroller, microcontroller Arduino Uno is a microcontroller board based on the Atmega dataset. It has 14 input pins from the digital output of which 6 are input pins that can be used as a PWM output and 6 analog input pins. 16 MHz crystal oscillator, USB connections, power jack, I ICSP header, and button reset. And this background. What is the meaning? The background? The development, development of the world of the electronics is now increasingly rapid. As time goes by, many various components are developing and term and in terms of efficiency, functions, benefits, and physicality. physicality. The use of the world of electronics seems to be able to create a tool that can make it easier for, for use for use to understand the psychis, psy, physics concepts that we experience in everyday life. Physics is a science that discusses concepts, facts, principles, laws, and natural phenomena that are proven through various screen flick. Based on the explanation above, physics teaching tools are included in special teaching tools and can be used when teaching in the classroom or when conducting experiment, experiments, experiments in the laboratory. One of the physics experimental activities carried out in the physics laboratory is free fall or GGB. Next, our background. Based on the explanation above, physics teaching tools include in special teaching tools and can be used when teaching in the classroom or when conducting experiments in the laboratory. One of the physics experimental activities carried out in the physics laboratory is free fall or GGB. However, the, the practical tools available in schools to measure time in the free fall practical still use stopwatch. A free fall movement prop has been de- de- developed developed using hardware such as ultrasonic sensor, infrared sensor, fast button, Arduino LCD, leads, and actuator system, while software using C# and LabVIEW language. Component performance testing, the electronics used are capable of measuring precise physical quantity being measured. Next, the use of sen sensor obstacle. As obstacle infrared sensor is a model that functions as detect obstacles or objects in front of it. Number two, an example of the use in a alarm zone when something approaches or changes the robot's directions when it approaches well. Number three, components contained inside this sensor consist of an IR emitter and IR receiver, or phototransistor. How it works is when power up, the ER emitter will be B1 meets infrared light. The visible light in is then ref, reflect, reflected by the object in front of him. Like this reflected image is the received by ER receiver. And next, Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno is microcontroller board based on the Atmega dataset. This controller board is the most popular open source because it is designed to facilitate electronic control in all areas. Arduino Uno has 14 digital pins, or 6 pin can be used as a PWM output, 6 analog input, a 16 MHz crystal oscillator, a USB connections, a source connector voltage, and ICP header and a reset button. Only with connect it to a computer via USB or provide DC voltage from the battery or AC to DC adapter already can make it work. Arduino using a program at Amiga 16 U2S, a USB to serial converter for serial communication to the computer via port USB. And next, the use of a LabVIEW. LabVIEW is a programming software produced by National Instruments with different concepts. Like other programming language, VCSAP, MATLAB, or Visual Basic, LabVIEW also have function and roles the same. The difference is that LabVIEW use a programming language based graphics or block diagram, while other programming language use base text. Next, by using graphic-based programming, you can build applications, data acquisition, and instrumentation or control system become easier and faster. Next, by using graphic-based programming, you can build an application, data acquisition, and instrumentation or control system become easier and faster. And next, LabVIEW can be connected to hardware made by national instruments such as data acquisition, image acquisition, motion control, and then input or output for control applications, and so on. Discussion. Point number 1. As a physics practicum tool, this will be used later as a practical tool in physics learning by using the tools wisely. Point number 2. Increasing knowledge of free fall movement. With this practicum, we can know what free fall is and what acceleration value is product. Point number three is knowing the acceleration graph of an object. And with the with this practicum, we can know the physical form of the accelerations, value of free fall motion by using data acquisition of graphical form of values in the experiments carried out. And next, conclusion. Conclusion is number one, the importance of the physics of free fall in the physics lab and as a practical tool. And point number two, a sensor system that produces data acquisition or a speed value on objects that have been tested. And then, thank you for attention, my friend. Bye-bye.